on YouTube. We get more on Facebook.
Right.
Why did an error occur? Play the
Does it give us? Oh, somebody
video.
said something in talks. You sent me a K, and my
There it is.
little brother sent something.
Okay, so now.
Jamie,
La,
Troy,
la,
Sandy,
la,
Stay,
la. Ba, 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 ba.
Coonassie, California. Coonassie, California said something.
Coon ass in California. Is that what you said?
Do it, honey.
Did you say coon ass in California?
Yeah, my half brother said, "Love you, big brother." My other brother's name is Steve too, and he says, "Steve, here sipping a little shine. Been thinking, why don't you do Two Crazy Republicans as a guest on radio?" I said, "Good idea." And then he came back, "Ready, big brother? They're blow their freaking mind. Coon ass and Californians."
Okay, come on. Trying to get to the mojo room. You got Twitter, right?
Yes, ma'am. YouTubies. Sorry, I was talking to my brother. I am back to work now.
Shame on you.
Yeah. What can I say? That's got to be us live. It is. And no sound. And Sharzy. And the Twitter.
Check 1 2.
Or check 3 4.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8.
How's my levels on your view meter? 5 4 3 2.
They fine.
All right.
Yep, they fine.
Okay.
They fine.
Now, see me, I hear it echoing from the stereo. I don't know if you guys do or not.
I don't. You sure it's not you just hearing me from the other room?
Yeah, it's Jamie when she talks in the stereo. I mean, it's just, I'm hearing it. Not, it's nothing to worry about. It's all good. It's just funny. I did say Sharzy, thank you. All right, and the Faisal books. Faisal books, where are we? Sometimes I get it where it just goes around in cycles. Go around in circles. There we be. Five. I'm so good at pushing buttons. A Slurpee of a show. Are you going to make that sound effect during the show, perchance?
I actually have some music and some stuff.
Slurpee music?
Well, it's a Slurpee song.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt.
All right, here goes the music.
Cheers.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ain't You a Peach? And we've got a special guest tonight, Mr. Rusty Lugnuts. I know all of y'all know him from Off Track.
Yeah, it's a little show. It happens, Probably not.
A little train wreck of a show, right?
Yeah. Just a little.
How are you doing today, Lip?
My speakers just went out.
Oh no!
It default and it cut me out. Bear with me. I'm pushing buttons. Babble for 1 second.
Ba 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 ba.
So we have been up here at Leps since Monday.
Y'all leaving tomorrow?
Yeah, we need to leave early so we can get back and get everything unpacked and get settled and
all that good stuff. And stuff.
Yeah, get ready. Yeah, get ready for Monday.
Yeah, back to the coal mine.
Pretty much. It's been pretty relaxing here. Lep cooks all the frickin' time. You can't stop it.
Me cook? Never.
Lep, no, stop. All right. Well, dinner.
Yeah, I was under the impression that he is a cooker.
Oh yeah.
A cooker?
A cooker.
Well,
you like to cook. You a cooker. Cooker.
I have fun playing in a kitchen. I might be fairly good at it. I don't know. I try.
So how is he, Rusty? You got to taste it.
Good stuff. All of it. Spaghetti was awesome. Hamburgers, hot dogs, everything. Barbecue. Oh man. Breakfast.
Barbecue. Yum.
Macaroni salad, coleslaw.
Yeah.
I bet the barbecue was really good. I've been craving barbecue lately.
We just grilled the other night.
Well, it sounds like y'all been having
pulled pork, boy, mix up. I like doctoring up I can't just open and cook anything. Even the barbecue sauce, I have to play with it and tweak it a little bit. Add some Worcestershire and some lime and some lemon, and and just kind of rattle the cupboard. And if it falls out, well, throw it in there and see how she floats.
You know, some of the best dishes come out of just tinkering, like toss a little this and a little that, and you know.
Oh, most definitely.
Oh yeah.
Should we do our little good evening for the family members and friends and everybody?
Yep, we need to do that.
Let's kick this here puppy off to a good start. Good evening, my fellow Ain't You a Peachers. Happy Saturday. It's the 193rd day with 173 remaining. Today is National Cheer Up the Lonely Day. People across the United States make a special effort to give someone a lift on Pick Somebody Up Day. So lift them up, drop them down, run over them, whatever floats your boat. It's also National Rainier Cherry Day, and that recognizes a cherry variety named after Mount Rainier, the volcano. Big thing go boom. In 1952, Harry Fogel of Washington State University developed the Rainier cherry by crossbreeding the Bing and the Van cherry varieties together, coming up with the Rainier cherry. They're kind of they're not as pink as regular cherries. You know how cherries have that real pretty cherry color. These are more kind of have a yellowish hint or hue to them. It's also National Blueberry Muffin Day. Americans love their blueberry muffins so much it's their #1 favorite muffin flavor. And say that past 10 times without getting tongue-tied, I doubt it. Whether it's for breakfast or a snack, blueberry muffins are melt in your mouth delicious. It's also All-American Pet Photo Day, and that encourages pet owners to share their favorite pet photos. Now, seeing how it says All-American Pet, does that mean you can't take pictures of a Chinese Shar-Pei or a, I don't know, what else would it... let me think. What are those little wrinkly things?
Shar-Pei. That's what is that? Mongolian?
Are we back on? Nope.
Shar-Pei.
My audio keeps. Now it's back. I don't know what's up. It comes and it goes, and it's not even hitting the phone. National Cherry. Oh, the pets things. Yep, yep, yep. And here's the one that's great, the best of all. It's a National Mojito Day. The cocktail consists of white rum, sugar, lime juice, sparkling water, and mint. Me, I like it without the mint, but hey, gotta have it. Makes your breath smell good. And then you have a story coming up about this last National Day. It is a National 7-Eleven Day, conveniently scheduled on, go figure, 7-Eleven. Each year, the day often features one of their signature items. And this year, I do believe I was informed that they ain't doing the freebies like they used to.
I heard that
Question.
some aren't doing it. Not all of them. Some
Oh,
of
just
them
some.
are.
Oh, cool.
It depends on the
So
state, I
check your
believe.
local and hopefully you can get a free Slurpee today. Why can't banks keep a secret? It has too many tellers.
Boo.
Yeah, I know. I don't write them. I just read them.
Yeah, I actually have quite a bit of, oops, I think I boo-booed on our video. I have quite a bit of Slurpee stuff. So,
Ooh, baby.
I bet.
I got everything you want to know about Slurpees. I'm trying to fix this last one.
Enlighten us, Ms. Jamie.
Okay, I will go down. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, and I wanted to show a picture of this Rainier cherry because
like I say, they're kind of pink and yellowish together.
Oh, yes, they are. Yes, cherries are pink.
I had never seen one before.
I've seen them.
Oh, I need to capture two.
Close and personal. Have you seen one?
Okay. See, I was curious what they look like. Okay, because I couldn't. But when you said they were yellow, I kind of yeah. So that's what they look like a cherry, but kind of yellowish.
Where is it? Don't see it.
I don't know. So far, I just see us. There we go.
It's on the video.
Now, to me, I would look at that and go, "Oh no, those still need to cook on the vine a little bit more."
Yeah, that's what I would think if I was growing them and didn't know what they look like. I would think, "Oh, they're not done yet."
Yeah, nope. Those I would say need more cooking, but they're supposedly very tasty. I can't say that I've had them before that I can recall, but just because I don't remember it doesn't mean it hasn't.
Huh. Okay.
I don't know if they're more. They look like they would be less sweet than the big old pretty Bing cherries that we're all so used to. And sometimes you catch some of those when they're not quite ready to go yet and are zingy.
Well, I will go down some of my list. I'm going to talk about this all through the show. So.
Oh, goody.
So, I don't know if anybody knew, but the Slurpee was apparently discovered accidentally by my favorite hot dog place.
Nathan's?
No. Dairy Queen. What's wrong with you?
For a hot dog?
Well, of course. I mean, where else would you go for the perfect hot dog? You wouldn't go to a hot dog place. You'd go to an ice cream place. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm sorry. I love their slaw dogs. That is the only place I will eat hot dogs. They are beef hot dogs, and they are good. So anyway,
you said all beef.
It was discovered at Dairy Queen in 1959. Apparently, the one of the franchisees, Omar Nedlick, found that his soda fountain, the machine wasn't working. After freezing some pop bottles to keep drinks cool, he discovered customers liked the icy consistency. So using an automotive air conditioner, he invented a machine to dispense pure Tundra Source slush and called it Icy. Then licensed the equipment to 7-Eleven in 1965. So the company renamed it a Slurpee in 1966 in honor of the sound a person makes while trying to slurp up a gunk through the straw. The Icy brand is still used, but other places use it. 7-Eleven doesn't.
Huh.
I thought that was rather interesting.
That is cool breeze.
Let's see, and there's also the TV commercial. Their first TV commercial. Let's see, they started in 1927. 7-Eleven did, and they didn't air the first commercial until 1949, 8 years after the first television commercial period ever.
Oh, wowzer. See, I was going to ask if it was on radio.
According to this, it was a television commercial.
No, I don't doubt it.
So, let's see. After expounding the virtues of their curbside grocery delivery in the minute-long spot, you're treated to a rooster and owl duo performing a little rap about their products and hours, which, of course, at the time were 7 to 11. Get it? A rooster because they opened early, an owl because they were open late. Slurpee sales
here I thought they were shooting craps.
Slurpee sales were idling at an average of 50 per store per day until they launched their Strange Things series of television commercials. In one spot, a man swears his life was modest until he sampled a Slurpee. The next day, he became an airline pilot. Even though the ad didn't explain what a Slurpee was, it was created so much interest around the product that the individual store sales soared to 300 a day.
Huh.
Kind of crazy, huh?
Wowzer.
And I have a commercial. This is their first commercial. Let's see, where is that little bugger? Okay, here it is. Hang on, let me get this.
We got Timmy and Pat and Jen all in the YouTubers chat room. Timmy says he wants a strawberry and banana smoothie. At least he didn't say he wanted a strawberry and banana
commercial.
smoothie.
We draw on the artist's imagination to show you a ludicrous situation. Two cars like this upon the street. She parked, but look at that fender cleat. She should have known when you're out to shop, 7-Eleven's the place to stop. Just drive right in and come as you are. We'll come out and serve you in your car. Yes, you get quick, convenient curb service at the 7-Eleven dairy stores. Your complete grocery list filled in a jiffy. Next time, don't worry about parking. Drive in at a handy 7-Eleven. Service as you like it, at the curb or in the store at 7-Eleven.
7 days a week, we open up at 7.
And 7 days a week, we're open till 11.
From 7.
Till 11.
From 7.
Till 11.
We got ice,
Drinks,
milk,
cheese,
meat,
fish,
bread.
peas.
We got soup, nuts. That's why we sing.
7-Eleven's got everything.
Huh.
I'll be darned.
I know, right?
I never knew that. Boy, them Datsus, they have taken it a long way, haven't they?
I know. I thought it was pretty cute.
I don't know. Things are coming back around. Curbside service.
I know,
And-
right?
They were true. They were ahead of their time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dairy stores. I'll be darned.
I saw a thing actually where they sell makeup now too. 7-Eleven
7-Eleven?
has its own makeup.
What?
Yeah.
Come on.
Come get your Slurpee foundation. It sticks real good.
That ain't if that doesn't epitomize. That's easy for you to say.
Can you
redneck
spell it?
stuff. Mama, I'm going down to 7-Eleven to get some eyeshadow.
Yeah, not gonna. I just can't see it. No.
So Rusty, have you done anything interesting since being in Kentucky?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. We got here on Monday, and we pretty much have done nothing.
Nothing.
I haven't.
Me and Lev-
I took him to Old Chicago. That's the only thing I've done. For him.
Yeah. We went to Old Chicago and eat, and Lep and I went across to the Mexican jalapeno grill. Is that what-
Jalapeno grill.
That's where you get the
We had-
margaritas, isn't it?
Yes. We drank a few, and then walked home because you can. And,
It's right across the street.
Yeah, And so yesterday, Judy and I, Lep took us to the first place, but then he had to come see about the internet people. Um,
And
yeah, we went on a small whiskey tour, distillery tour, state line uh, distillery tour is what it's called,
I was
and
gonna
it's a
say, so y'all went and toured Sean?
three distilleries. No, um, we went to MB
Roland,
Roland.
Roland, man, them guys are knowledgeable though. I want to
Yeah,
get that
they
dude on a show. He just
yeah
babbled whiskey like you would. I mean, it was a this goes with this because of that, this. It's like, what? Who? Huh?
yep. We went to Casey Jones, which they are a moonshine. That's primarily what they sell.
Wasn't Casey
And
Jones a baseball player or something?
yeah, I think he was, but this
It's
guy's got
not.
No,
nothing.
he was
Oh,
an
okay.
engineer.
Oh, is that
He
what
was
it
an
was?
engineer.
Okay, I just knew the name
AC
was familiar.
Jones was an engineer.
Well, he was there's the
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
baseball player aspect, but no, this is just a guy named. Actually, I think his nickname was Casey, the original guy, because he only sold his moonshine in cases, so they
Huh.
called him Casey.
Interesting.
But yeah, and then we went to Old Glory in Clarksville, Tennessee.
Right.
All these places are relatively new in terms of distilling and doing all that. MB Rolland is the oldest of the three, having opened in 2009. Casey Jones comes in second with, I'm not positive, it was 2013, 2014, something right, or maybe 2012, somewhere right in there. And then Old Glory started in 2016. And they've got a really nice place. All three places are, I mean, they're nice. They're, you go in, they're knowledgeable. They got all the stuff laid out, and you get to taste it, and they tour you, see how it's done. It's pretty interesting. But when you do that state line tour of them three, at the end, they give you, see if you can see that, you get a shot glass from each place as you're doing the tour. And then the last place you go to, they give you a piece of one of the barrels that's got a place to set it, and it says the
Oh, cool.
State Line Whiskey Tour. Can't really see it. It says it right there. So it was, it was interesting. We got
So
to taste some stuff.
Did you walk around with like a shot glass and they just, poured you a
Well,
little
no,
sample?
most places you either your tasting before the tour or after the tour. Actually, Old Glory did make me a drink to begin with, and they let me walk around with it, so. But I kind of went crazy at MB Roland. Not only do they sell bourbon, but they make some other stuff.
Uh-oh.
They've got some, they can't call it tequila because
Nope.
it's not made in Mexico, so it's Azul or
Azul.
Isn't that a color? Azul?
probably or what
Probably
was
the
it?
same color as our
Blue
label. That blue.
Agave. It's tequila. It's just not made in freaking Mexico. They can't call it that.
And it's aged in charred barrels.
Yes.
Azul is blue, adjective, and masculine noun.
And then I bought some of their just straight bourbon
So-
whiskey.
So you got an assortment.
Yeah, let's see. I bought this is their barrel proof corn whiskey, not bourbon whiskey, which is different. This is corn whiskey. And I got, this was for Judy. This is a pink lemonade. It's like 45 proof. I don't know what's in it. She liked
That
it.
looks
She
good.
tasted it. She liked it. So we got 750 of that.
That
And then
looks
we
good.
got, oh, this was another. I bought two of their signature bourbon. And then I got They got Blackberry Shine.
Huh.
And then I think it was. Did we get one of each? I can't remember. We got Blackberry Shine and Dark Cherry Shine.
Oh, that sounds good.
This is also 45 proof, so whatever that is, what, 8, 19, 22.5% alcohol, something like
What
that.
is regular moonshine?
100, at least 150 proof.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all should be drinking pretty good for maybe, what, a week or two?
Well, that was just at that place. That was just at Old Glory. I got some blueberry lemonade shine.
I
This
wonder
was
if
at
it's
Old
as
Glory.
smooth as it says on the
And
label.
Timmy the pilot wanted me to get him some white rum, so I bought him 2 bottles of Jumper's Stash
Ah!
from Old Glory. It was pretty good. I got to taste all this stuff, because, and then I bought a pinup gin from Old Glory. It's just...
Huh. I think I've seen that somewhere.
I might have spent a little bit of money, and then they've got what they call their baby bourbon. It's not really bourbon because it hasn't been in the barrel long enough. So it's because they're so new, it has to be 4 years old.
Huh.
Anyway, that's a year old. Or no, it has to be at least 2 years old, and that's a year old. But anyway, so we spent more than I probably should have on on
Well, like
liquor.
I said, you got enough to last you for a week or so.
A little while.
Give or take.
So yeah, I highly recommend it. MB Rollin' was my favorite place. I like their story. Started by a veteran, in 2009, and nice little place. Basically a farm. They bought a farm and turned it into a distillery, pretty much.
Sounds interesting.
Yep.
Huh.
It's all fun stuff.
Yeah, between Lep cooking and y'all getting to do that, sounds like you had a pretty good time. I know y'all had a little party one night, so. A little party.
Drinking on Zoom and watching movies is a party, and
Oh no, it was. There were people. Yeah, don't lie.
really,
They were there.
what
Hey, don't they
Kenzie
say
was-
more than a couple of people is a party?
And that's what they pretty much say. That's all
Yeah,
it
exactly.
takes. Hey, Rocky.
Exactly.
Welcome, hon.
So what
Miss
you?
Rocky?
Huh?
But Miss Rocky's in the room. Hey, Miss Rocky.
Rocky, Timmy,
Timmy,
Jen,
and
Sean,
Pat,
SK. Did I say Timmy? There's quite a few in there.
Who else is in
Rocky,
there? I don't want to miss anybody. Jen in
Rocky,
there?
Lee, Timmy,
Debbie,
Leah,
Rocky, over in
Jen.
YouTube.
Jen.
Lee.
Sorry. And then Sean
Miss
and
Jen.
SK are on Facebook.
Damn, y'all got-
and
Y'all
yeah.
got more views off track. What the hell?
It's just because you were on the show tonight. We
Yeah, you brought
Yeah.
your viewers over. Yeah, that was all.
I'm sure that's what
Oh
it is.
yeah, that's it. So what else have you got tonight?
I got, choosing your baby's name is a tricky task. Did you know that? Some people pick it before the birth. Others wait until after, the little bundle of joy has come home so they can settle on something that, kind of fits their personality. But what about if it's not a few days or really a few weeks, but years down the line? And, well, the moniker that you done gave your kid, you just kind of wish you would have chose something different. So that's what this mom did over in England. They have this website called Mumsnet to ask for advice after revealing that she regrets what she called her little girl. Well, one option is to change her name legally by, going down and going through all the paperwork. This mom just really kind of wants to find something that's cute, a little nickname that'll fit her kid instead of changing, the whole name. And let's see, but now 2 years after the baby Clara was born, she's asking fellow parents for advice and if she could find a nice nickname, shortening it for her. I think it would help. And she asked for ideas. Some people came up with Lally, Laura, or Loretta. Now,
What
Out of
about
Clara?
Clara, how do you get Loretta out of Clara? Of course, now Clara in my head was the aunt from Bewitched, the fumbly bumbly
right?
old,
Yeah.
Betty White looking
Mm-hmm.
Aunt
What
Clara, the one that
about,
couldn't do. Yeah,
I need to put in. What about C Unity?
What?
C Unity. C Unity. It would be spelled CUNT.
right.
Oh, damn. I never had any problem naming my kids. They were all pretty much named after someone in the family, whether it be their first name or middle name or whatever. All my kids were named
See, and
after.
us here, we call our kids middle name, and to them, that's their second name.
Hmm.
They have a first name, second name, and then a last name.
But as a mother, if you go through the first name and then you hit the second name, if you hit the second name, they better go hide.
Mine was. They always knew theirs by. Hey, damn it! Damn it! What are you doing?
That's
Hey,
it.
you!
Yeah.
Get over here,
What?
you little numbskull!
I don't know. For the longest name, I could have sworn my name was Dumbass.
Oh, for years, mine was nincompoop. You little nincompoop! What you gonna do that for?
Because it was easy.
Oh, y'all ready for
This,
some more Slurpee stuff?
this
Sure.
poor gal, they came up with Clary, Coco, and Carrie. She thinks she likes Carrie. It might go with that.
That's just, I don't know if there is anything that goes with
Clary,
Clara.
Clary.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I think that
Clara,
would be more
Clara
appropriate.
Vera, Clara Tara, Clara. I don't know. I always just added a cute little name after, like, Boo Boo or something, Sweetie Pie, Honey Bun.
Isn't that kind of like being in the South? You can say almost about anything, about anybody, about anything, as long as you say, and bless their heart.
Oh, yes, of course. Bless your heart.
If they're dumb as a box of rocks, bless their heart.
Okay. So, did you know there was a Slurpee song?
A Slurpee phone.
A
Was
song.
it frozen or was it hard to hang on to?
No, it was
No,
a Slurpee song.
Oh,
In the 1970s, it was according to the article, it was a strange and terrifying time for pop culture. The decades gave license for 7-Eleven to release a single on a 45 called Dance the Slurpee as a promotional track for the drink. It was given out in free in stores. I can't read tonight. The piece features a groovy tune accompanied by a slurping sound. It's well worth your time. Hang on and I will play that tune. Y'all ready?
play that cookie.
I'm waiting with bated breath. lyrics are just dynamic on this.
I know, right? It's got that. Okay, that's enough of that.
I wonder if they played that to like terrorists or something to torture them, because I'm sure that would.
I wonder how many people actually played the song after they got the 45 free at the store. You know what I mean? They also revolutionized the straw. As Slurpee began to conquer the convenience cold drink market, 7-Eleven realized that customers were having issues getting the remaining bits of the syrupy chunks from the bottom of the cup. The solution? Inventor Arthur Iacannings or something, spoon straw. You know those little spoon, they got a little itty spoon at the end, which added a little scoop at the end. It debuted in 1968, has become synonymous with Slurpee. In 2003, the company took Slurpee delivery development, this is a tongue twister, further with an edible straw. The candy rod was bendable until it hit the ice cold liquid, where it stiffened into a usable utensil.
I don't know if I stick my rod into something cold, it damn sure doesn't get stiff.
Oh, okay. There's a little more information. So, what else have you got? Either of you?
It seems to be a thing. Ooh, the headphones keep crackling. It seems to be a thing with mums and picking baby names this past week. For some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason, it's just been crazy. A mom got slammed by all of her friends because her buddy had a kid and she liked the name. Now she's getting ready to have a kid, so she wants to name her kid the same thing as her friend's kid. The little girl named before the birth, and while it's a lovely name, there's an issue. It happens to be the same name as the woman gave to the first birth of the daughter. So what do? It's a unique name she has chosen, but now her friend's pregnant and wants to use the same one. She took to social media, and people didn't think that it was really such a good thing. They think she's overreacting, trying to name it by the same thing. One person said she didn't even make a joke like, hope that's not too weird. I'm going to name the same thing. Dee Dee, the darling name, is quite unusual, by the way. It's not typical. It's not Evie. It's not Evelyn. The issue is the pair share the same friends from the same schools. The moms all went to the same university. So, what do? The main mom said she felt a bit rubbish. And guessing that's British speak for she felt like she was being trashed.
Oh,
By
no.
having her buddy name it the same thing. I don't
Huh.
know. That is kind of weird.
When I
It's like,
when I was named, my dad's best friend in Arkansas, they had a son, and they named him his official name was James, but they called him Jamie unless I was there. When I was there, he was James and I was Jamie. But I remember he was always called Jamie.
how cool.
I don't know if they had any issues with it. I don't think so because they're still friends.
Well, no, see, that's two different things. I mean, these are both girls.
Mhm.
One's already been running around with the moniker, and now the new mom goes, "Oh, I like that name you picked. I couldn't come up with one, so I'll just name it after you." That's kind of the strange
I
thing.
just don't get people with their names. I know my brother, my whole family had an issue with it at first. My oldest niece, then my brother named her Bambi. Now, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of the name Bambi?
Stripper poles. Like,
Thank you.
That or the barbecue.
Thank you. And it was so funny because even my grandfather hated my name. I didn't know this until years. Like, I was an adult when I found out that he didn't like my name. And I never understood why he never called me by my name. He always called me Sis. And my niece, and this was what was really ironic, is when my niece was born and they named her Bambi, he refused to call her Bambi. He called her Dear. I always thought that was pretty.
That was my first connotation. It wasn't the stripper pole. It was barbecue.
No, it was the stripper pole for me. That was because back when she was born was when I was hanging out in the clubs, and a lot of my friends had stripper girlfriends, and yeah, that was one of the first things that came across my head was, oh my God, that's a stripper name. One of my best friends that I grew up with, her dad named her after the Playboy Bunny of the year that she was born. I can't remember. It was the Playboy Bunny of the year, but her name was Karen Lee. Or no, was it Karen? No, Donna Michelle, her sister, her little sister. The year that she was born, Donna Michelle. So whoever the Playboy Bunny of the year was that year is who he named her after.
My goodness. You are the centerfold for the year.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of funny.
You know, it's pretty cool. How, wait till they get all grown. You know how we came up with your name, don't you?
They told her and everything later on. And, me and her were teenagers, and her dad collected Playboy magazines. Literally in the closet, there was a closet in their house that was from floor as high as they could go, nothing but Playboy magazines. And she's even seen the Playboy Bunny that she was named after.
Oh my goodness. Now, you know how much money that complete collection would be worth now?
Oh, I can imagine. He's got from day one. He's got the very first episode, and he yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, that I do believe is very muchly a collector's item.
Oh yeah,
$3.98 sitting in that closet.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Of course, I do presume that has a lot to do with condition of the.
Well, they're all in really good. He looked at them and then he put them in the closet.
Sounds like something Holly would do.
Yeah, they're actually hidden in Beaver's closet.
Yeah.
So what else have you got?
Closet.
You got anything, Rusty?
I just got some weird questions to ask.
Okay.
Something to make you. Is cereal soup?
Like cereal, like CEAR. EAL? Yeah, whatever it is.
Breakfast cereal. Is that you
soup?
put that in there? You force it. Is that not soup?
No, soup is Campbell's.
I wouldn't think
it's cold soup, ain't it? Come on.
Well, it's soupy, but that
Just
would
like
be.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Well,
that is a debate that has gone on for eons.
That's true. Yeah. And a taco, is a taco a sandwich?
A sandwich. It's called a hot dog. Is a hamburger a sandwich?
No,
or is a bologna sandwich a sandwich?
I don't know.
Hamburger's the same thing. It's a piece of meat between two pieces of bread.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as far as sandwiches and stuff, but soup and cereal. But then again, would that mean that oatmeal, some people like it thin, or cream of wheat, they like it kind of thin. Would that be soup?
Nope, that's pablum. That's what you feed babies.
Hey, I like cream of wheat. Cream of wheat's good.
So do I. Of course, I'd like mine to come out lumpy, and then you throw some peanut butter in there.
You sound like my roommate, peanut butter.
40 years, think about this, 40 years in the future,
Okay.
what will people look back on this time and be nostalgic for?
You talking about 2020?
Hmm.
What do you think?
26, with
The
26
diner that are no longer here. They've all had to close because of COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would think
Sure
they
diner.
would be looking back on our freedoms being stripped away from us. You know, you can't go to the grocery store, you can't go out to eat anymore because of a stupid virus.
what about any good things, not just negative? What will they what will be good that people that'll
Look back on and say, wow, we're proud of that.
I can't think of anything, to be quite honest. Can you? You got something that you've thought of?
Well, we came up with the Space Force.
Yeah,
That's something
yeah,
new,
okay.
and,
That would, yeah, that would be good. We went back to space.
if that's even a real thing.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. We're flatline. We're in a flat.
Flat Earth.
Right. Yeah. I mean, even if that, I mean, even well, just like space wars, and Reagan saying for all those years that we were building lasers, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody was convinced of it, and they had news broadcasts, and this is how it's going to work,
That's
and
true.
every damn bit of it was fake.
That is
Every
true.
damn bit of it was fake.
Well,
It was to run the Russians. It was to have the Russians do all their shit and burn up their economy. So
Oh, yeah.
how do we know?
Yeah, I
space-
was. It most certainly was. It was a scam to burn them, and they fell for it, hook, line, sinker, and
Not just them, everybody, because the news thought about it. I mean, I remember running programs. Well, this is how it's going to work. There's going to be these satellites, and they're going to turn, and they had these animations, and it's going to shoot the missiles out of the skies, and
Right.
there's all these cost overruns, and wasn't not one damn bit of it was true.
okay. Well, he successfully took the only good thing. There is nothing good about this year that I'm going to look back on.
Space Force thing is even a thing. I mean, you don't.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Darn
the
it.
Space Force Initiative. True. Hey, you have a picture for me on this one,
Uh-huh.
and seeing how we had Rusty there, all triggered.
Mhm.
Following the warnings that Ireland's numbers have risen, health officials urge the public to follow coronavirus guidelines. Despite the warnings, one person was seen wearing, well, you got a picture there, hon, of the guy on the train. It kind of looked like he had a pair of knickers for his face mask.
Oh, shoot. Let me hang on. Hang on. I
He
do
was on
somewhere.
the Busy Dart. That's the Dublin Live Reports. Dart's their, little in-house transportation thing. The photo was taken on the Dart to Hotworth, wherever they are, Thursday at 6 p.m. with passengers Kane Brandy joking, "Why bother wearing a face mask when a pair of knickers does the job?" He told the Dublin Live. Nobody said anything to him. Not many realized he had them on his face. He says, "I couldn't stop laughing under my own mask. I thought he was having me on." In other words, making a joke. Just buy a proper mask. Face coverings on public transportation are mandatory in the Republic of Ireland.
Well,
And,
I'm trying to get it to
you-
show the picture, but it's being a butt.
Oh no. They put that picture up just as 23 new cases of the coronavirus were confirmed in Ireland.
Why will it not show? Hang on. I'm just going to share it the old-fashioned way, and hopefully we won't freeze.
We've lost it. No.
Okay, there.
Go.
No?
It's on the little one. I'm waiting for it to catch up to the big ones. I see Rusted bent over. Where is they two gone? I see him on ours, but I don't see him on theirs yet. On the faces and the YouTubes. A pair of what? Yes, Mr. Sean, you heard it right. Pantalones.
Well, it is being a total butt.
and they were blue with pretty lace on the sides. You figured the lace would give it away. Oop, we went.
Yeah, I don't know.
Roll, all 4 of us on YouTube, Facebook.
I don't know.
Do you know, mommy?
I
They
totally.
were pretty and blue with lace on the leg holes and around the top. Now, to me, that seems like it would chafe, having all that lace rubbed up again. Yeah, but I didn't happen to wearing lace, so I couldn't say.
Yeah, I totally forgot that one. I meant to upload it, and oh well.
Well, hey, here's one. Coming up this summer, you may get a chance to see a real live, honest to goodness comet streaking through the sky, and with a tail to boot, no less. And you can be able to, supposedly, you're going to be able to see this baby just by looking. Unlike the previous 2 comets that have been discovered earlier this year, which have already fizzled out, this new one, which is Comet Neowise, or called C/2020 F3 at Neowise. I love that name, Neowise. And it served its close encounter with the sun on July 3rd, and without breaking up from the heat, has become visible in the northern hemisphere. You can use binoculars, and you might even be able to see it with your bare naked eyeballs. Comet Neowise is expected to be as bright and easier to see in mid-July, so we're coming up to its best peak, though it's already surpassing expectations for its naked eye brightness, which is a 1 to 2, if I don't remember correctly, or if I do remember correctly. Comet Neowise, well, it's on the other tab. This is the first story. Neowise will be closest to the Earth on July 23rd, and if it remains bright during that week, will be the best time to see it. There's going to be a new moon, so the skies will be black, and you should be able to see it just before midnight. It's going to be visible. I'm going to change the pages here. It's look in the northeast sky. Venus and Aldebaran are really super bright, and you can see them. And then if you look from Venus to Capella, which is that next great big bright one, and then straight down, it points to Neowise. And its magnitude is 1 or 2 right now, so that's not doing too badly. I do believe you might even have.
I already showed the one of it going across the sky. This was the other video.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was on the other tab. Redden.
Yeah, so I love comets and stuff, though. I think that stuff's interesting, even though it's probably not real.
No, it's Photoshop.
Thanks for crushing my dreams, Rusty.
That's a nice looking comment.
No, say nothing in this. It was not real. I believe in.
You crushed my dream.
I believe in round Earth.
Downtown. True.
Okay, let's talk about brain freeze. Everybody knows what a brain freeze is.
Brain freeze.
Did everybody know that brain freeze is actually trademarked? 7-Eleven trademarked it. Marked it. Everyone's aware of the dangers of drinking a Slurpee too fast. Searing, thudding pain in the cranium that can bring a sturdy individual to his or her knees. While brain freeze started out as a colloquial term, 7-Eleven saw the marketing opportunities. Huh?
Colloquial term.
Yeah, that's it.
And we're frozen on the tubes of you.
Oh
no! I'm still moving on YouTube or on Facebook, but yeah, YouTubies we went.
There we go.
Were frozen.
So they trademarked the phrase. The actual medical term for that type of rapid onset headache caused by an overabundance of cold temperatures to key arteries in the throat is sphenoparathyroidism. palatine ganglioneuralgia. You can make it dissipate faster by pushing your tongue against the roof of your mouth or drink something warm.
There you go.
As soon as you said something warm, I thought of that damn Defenders commercial they keep doing about that gal. You know, that girl that doesn't have any friends.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. So what else you got?
Things that we've grown up with aren't necessarily the same for kids nowadays.
Right.
And Dad's revealed how kids gesture speaking on the phone differently than how adults do it. And it's making everybody else feel old. Over the years, technology has changed dramatically from, using landlines, which are large and chunky, and then the big old mobile phones that we had, with the antennas sticking out of the tops. And it's just everything has changed. So it's not surprising that with everything that has changed, like with us, if you say, hey, call me, it was, pinky and thumb, like you were holding the old receiver. But kids don't see that anymore. A father who grew up in the 70s and 80s, so I mean, he's still, a youngin'. And he hits his wife up, Marcella, and says, honey, how do you, show me with a hand gesture what it looks like to talk on the phone? And she does the, thumb to the end of the thing. He says, yep, that's right. So then he goes into his little daughter, who's probably, 12-ish, 9 to 12-ish years old, says, hey, how do you show me how you would mimic talking on the phone? And she took her hand flat and goes upside of her face. He goes in and asks his son, the same question. He says, hey, and his kid's a teenager. He's, probably 15 or so. He says, so how do you talk on the phone? Kid did the same thing, hand flat up against the face. So it looks like if you were born before 2000, you actually know what a telephone is. And if you were born after then, all you know is smartphones. You
want me to show the video?
I think we have a clip of that, don't we? Not that clips have been working tonight for any.
I know, right?
This is how you know you're getting old, and this is for my 70s, 80s, and 90s babies. Watch. All right, babe, pretend you're talking on the phone. What would be your hand gesture?
This?
Yes. Pretend you're talking on the phone. What would be your hand gesture? Yes. Papa,
Yeah?
pretend you're talking on the phone. What would be your hand gesture?
Like this?
Yes. So all of us would go like this. But now the new generation goes like this.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. It's true though. I mean, it's extremely true.
It is. I mean,
Wouldn't they like this? That just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, why not? Because they're holding the phone. I mean, why wouldn't they do that?
that would make more sense.
I don't know. Have y'all seen the video of kids trying to use a regular phone?
Yes.
I mean, an old landline phone.
Yeah, a regular
Yes.
landline.
They had never seen one before. Oh, it is hilarious.
I'm
A
fixing
rotary phone at that.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna play
goodness!
one
Now
real
I've seen where they've handed them a mechanical can opener. The good old fashioned grip it down and then twist the wheel around and around and around till you had the can opened.
Yeah.
I've seen him. He handed one of those, and it's like,
Well, here's some 17-year-olds trying to figure out a phone.
Okay, so go ahead and lift up the box. You have 4 minutes to dial that phone number. That's it. With that phone.
Wait, so you have to push it, right?
Kyle, move your butt over. I don't want your butt in the
My
video.
fingers don't...
There you go.
It's all the way from here.
Yeah. 7.
Oh no, zero's all the way over. How do I restart? Okay, right here. Alright.
7. Then
This is gonna have to be good.
Fill it a little bit. Maybe. 8.
No clue. I mean, come on, they ain't even seen a movie.
Or do you go all the way around back here?
That are staged.
Well, you know, they probably have seen the push button
yeah,
ones,
we got it.
where you push buttons. The thing that cracks me up is the way he keeps picking it up and hanging it up. Like, we did it wrong. Oops, let's start over.
7. 0, all the way around. 3. Oh, baby. 8. 5. 0.
Okay, so I'll give you a hint. Your 0 is correct. Every other way you're doing it is incorrect. Is that correct in saying that?
So you don't stop at this. Oh, does the last one? Because look.
You just successfully dialed 0.
No. Stop. Okay.
Pressure.
So,
Wait. So when we go like this,
Crazy.
you said that was right.
Kyle, move to your right a little bit, please.
I don't like that.
So if this was 0, then.
Wait.
Does the second
Look,
one
watch out.
zero? Does the second
Is
one
this correct?
0?
Bring it all the way around and then like.
Wait, look. That's 0.
Everybody, thanks for listening and watching. We'll see y'all next week. Thank you, Rusty, for joining the show. And y'all watch them Sunday night on Off Track.